Everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to be going over a strategy. This is involving a stock, and this involves there's two ways to actually trade this, and I've made videos about it. It's MicroStrategy, and it's really my top stock to trade because it's connected to Bitcoin. There's two ways to trade it. There's through options trading, which I've made videos about, but I'll make another video soon about that one. And then there's just regular trading it. And the reason why you would just trade this on a regular basis is because MicroStrategy moves with Bitcoin. So there's you want to do your research on MicroStrategy, but basically it moves with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's going up, MicroStrategy goes up. Bitcoin goes down, MicroStrategy goes down. So it's a stock, but it moves more than your average stock does, which is why you can actually use that to your advantage, and you can make some pretty good gains with it if you learn how to trade with it. So this will not work though when Bitcoin is going in a bear market and going down. When this happens, it's either you either do a options contract when a put, or you just put it off till it goes back up again. But with the time when Bitcoin is going up, the bull run, which is next year, it's good to teach this strategy because as Bitcoin is going to probably be going up next year, the price of MicroStrategy is also going to be going up. So you can come in and out for some quick scalps. And I'm going to teach you what I do, and you can kind of compound. You can compound it. You can either focus on compounding to get more MicroStrategy, or you can compound to get if your focus is to grow your USD. So you can do it both ways. To compound it to get more MicroStrategy is a little bit harder, but let me kind of walk you guys through the process. It's pretty simple. You just have to understand a little bit about when it's going up. But let me walk you guys through the process and my strategy on kind of basically how to compound MicroStrategy. Okay, so to get started with this strategy, you can only focus on the moments when MicroStrategy is going up. So you could do this on a long-term basis or a short-term basis, but you basically just have to focus on all the moments where MicroStrategy is going up. Now you could look at Bitcoin and what Bitcoin's doing, but that just might confuse you guys because, like I said, MicroStrategy moves with Bitcoin. Just focus on trading MicroStrategy. Kind of glance at what Bitcoin's doing, but what you want to do, and I covered this in my strategy video, is I use the cloud. I use this method with the Ghost Market Pro. So go back and watch my first video. I'm not going to go over it really. I've made whole videos on this, but I use a formula with Ghost Market Pro. And I use my moving averages. My moving averages are 9 and 20. Yeah, 9 and 20 for now, right now. So what you want to do, and there's a couple ways to do this. You want to focus on all the moments where there's signals that it's going up. But you want to focus on getting those moments where it looks like it's starting to go up, where you'll get some pretty good percentage gains. In my opinion, I would ride it for at least a week, my opinion, because I'll go into this, but Robinhood has this thing is like, we'll look at what I'm doing, but you have to wait like 2 to 3 days before you get your gains. So you don't want to do this on a day thing. You don't want to scalp it for a day and then take a little bit off the top, scalp a little bit for the day, take a little bit off the top. You want to have some good percentages for the week. So when, because it takes 2 or 3 days to clear your gains, your gains for it. So if you did, so I just don't do it on This is not like Forex and things like that. You know, when you sell, it has to be at a good percentage gain because there's a 2 to 3 day wait. So if you're doing this on a weekly basis, just make sure your percentage for the week is at a comfortable number. The moments to get in with MicroStrategy, you want to focus on all the moments where it's going up. You do not focus when it's going down because there's a video for that. But this is where you're just trading MicroStrategy when it's going up. So let's just use a couple examples. Now for this, I want to focus on a longer time frame because you want to be focused on longer, bigger gains. So that's what you want to be focused on. So you focus. I'm here on the 4-hour, but you guys can really do whatever time frame you want. I would not do this on a 5-minute. But you basically look at this and you look at the moments when it's going up. Basically when they cross right here is a good moment. This is the 4-hour. So all this right here could be profit. So if you wrote, this is 14 days. If you want to do a week, let's just do, we do 10 days. 10 days is good. Now I got my $18. Now this $18 was from, $18 took 2 or 3 days. This is just me testing the waters. Let me show you what I kind of did. Okay, so here we go. I bought MicroStrategy at $5.50. And then I sold at $18 because my gains at the time were around there. So I only did that as a test because normally you don't really want to sell for $18 because remember, like I said, there's a 2 to 3 day wait. So I would personally not sell if my gains are just $18. That if you take that and you want to use that $18, that won't get you anything. What I want to teach is kind of how to take this $18, and I did put in another. I think I put in another $30 too. But anyway, $18. So what I'm waiting for is, let's look at MicroStrategy right now. If we look at this on a shorter time frame here. Now, if you want to wait, you got to remember what price you came in with MicroStrategy originally. If you want to have more MicroStrategy, you have to remember what price you originally came in when you originally came in with MicroStrategy. Because you want to have more MicroStrategy, you have to come in at the point when you first bought in, which I first came into MicroStrategy at $5.64. So if I want to have more MicroStrategy, I have to wait for it to come down to $5.64, which right now it is a good time to come in because I came in with the $5.50 at $5.64, and the price right now is $5.55. So I'm actually going to put in an order right now. The market's not open yet. So I will buy my $18. And this $18 came from the gains. So I'm coming in at a lower price with MicroStrategy here. So I'll just put that in. Market's not open yet, but so that is actually going to give me more MicroStrategy. I took the profit, and what you basically do is, if I want this strategy to work in my favor, I always would have to buy MicroStrategy when it's below this line. I want to get more gains out of MicroStrategy. So this is the compounding thing. It's a little bit complicated. If your goal is you want to have more MicroStrategy, then you have to buy back in with your gains at a lower price from when you originally got in. So if you want more MicroStrategy, you have to do it kind of that way, or you can dollar cost average. If your main focus is you just want to grow your USD, you don't really care about the MicroStrategy and how many shares you have. You only need to focus when it's going up. You have to look at your strategy and you have to focus on all the moments where MicroStrategy is going up. So there's a couple ways to do that. you only focus on all the moments when MicroStrategy is going up. So you have to look at your charts, and you only focus on the moments when the stock is going up. This will only work when Bitcoin and MicroStrategy are going up. It will not work when it's going down. When you're in profit, you want to take a little bit off the top. My personal opinion, this is not financial advice, is to take your gains, your total return. When your total return is at a positive and it's at a good number, that's up to anybody. It's a personal preference, but I personally would stick with around maybe 500 to 1,000 per week, because that's a good number to me. Not the $18 that I did, but that was just a test. But anyway, make sure your total return is at a good number, because there's a 2 to 3 day wait. And then if MicroStrategy is continuing to go up, you need to find that moment when it tanks a little bit and to come back in. You want to find all the moments when it's going back up. So if we look at this on a 5-minute, and let's just walk you through real quickly the trading strategy here. Now, with this method here, with what are my moving averages here? The 9 and 20. If they cross and they cross up, that's a moment to get in. You do not want to focus when it's crossing. This is that big tank that Bitcoin did. When it's crossing down, you can't focus when it's crossing down. You can only focus when it's crossing up. So, since this is a 5-minute chart, you might get some good gains. But if you do this all in one day, I would focus on a longer time frame with this. I would look at it on a 4-hour, because you want to benefit with those gains. If you came in right here where it crossed on the moving averages, this would be a good gain right here. You could ride this out all the way up to here, and this is a 51% gain right here. So you could take that 51% and profit from it. And then you can just wait for it to come back down again. And then also there is the Ghost Market Pro strategy, which I've talked about, which is it's really helpful. And you can actually find this, and I'm actually going to make a video about this very soon. But if you look at the cloud and you look at a longer time frame, like right here, when you see the cloud kind of shifting direction here, you see it go from down to up to down. If you get in all these moments where it shifts from down to up, those are good moments of scalping right there. So if you're focused on getting good gains here, you need to focus and you need to look at the cloud right here, and you need to find all the moments when it's down, but then it looks like it's shifting and going up. So there's a couple of the moments right here. Now this is a 4-hour chart, so you see it right here. So if you got this one right here, 4 days, you made 15%. That's pretty good. And it happens again. See, it happens again right here. You see, go down to up. This is a quick one. And you also want to pay attention to your dots up here, because the more there are, the more it's in a sideways movement. So the more dots you see, the more it's telling you the market can't make up its mind which way it's going. But you see it right here. It goes from down to up on the cloud, and you can get in for just a quick scalp. This is a 4%. And we just keep doing this. We look at the cloud. We look at the cloud on the 4-hour, and we focus. And these are small ones here, but it goes from down to up right here. You could wait this one out and ride this one out. This one is a 9%, so it's not that big. The clouds look very weak right there. But if you came in, let's see, right about here, you see it go from down to up right here, and you could ride this out, and this is a 13%. So you can really compound you can compound your money doing it this way. You're either focused on the USD part of it. Now, if you want to grow your USD, you just focus on all the moments where it's going up. I would focus on longer time frames with this because of Robinhood, and there's about a 2 to 3 day wait. Now what I would do is me personally, I would keep my amount that I put in. I only take off of the top. I only take the gains. So if your gains are good enough for the week, if you have good enough profit for the week, then I would take it off the top. But definitely, like $20, $18. If I do personally take profit, and this is just me, it's either about $500 to $1,000 a week. If you can profit, if your gains are $500 to $1,000 a week, then that's good enough for me to kind of reinvest that back in. Then what you have to do is you have to wait for the price to go down a little bit and wait for the movement. Look at your charts. You can only focus on the movement of it going up. The strategy is only going to work during the bull run, bull cycle of Bitcoin, because whatever Bitcoin does, MicroStrategy follows. This is not going to work when we're in a bear market, so during that time, I personally, when we enter a bear market and you're doing MicroStrategy, it's going to be very harder. It's going to be harder to find those bull moments. So what I would do in that point when we're in a bear market and it's MicroStrategy is I would do options contracts at that time. So I would focus on all the moments of it going down, but I would do options contracts instead of trading it. Right now it's working for it because the next year is the bull cycle for Bitcoin. So this is a good way to actually make some gains because where Bitcoin is going, because of the halving, we're entering into the bull run, and we're entering into the bull run with Bitcoin, and this is going to affect MicroStrategy. So you can really capitalize on those gains, because the reason I trade MicroStrategy is because it's connected to Bitcoin and your gains are going to be more than your average stock. So you can actually get some pretty good gains. The amount of gains that you guys want to make per week, that's up to you, but just look at your charts and focus on all the moments when it's going up. So anyway, this is just a strategy. Tomorrow, the next video, I'm going to be going over the... I've made videos about option contracts with, but I'm going to go over it again because I'm going to go over options contracts in general because there's a couple videos on, there's a couple subscribers on YouTube that are wanting me to cover it again. So I'm going to cover it again because it's part of the strategy, these four passive income streams. So anyway, if you guys like this video, remember, I'm not responsible for any profit or loss. This is just my method, but do your own research. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.